Hello, YouTuber. You're probably wondering why you're here. To find out, you're gonna have to play the game. Saw. It was created by James Wan and Leigh Whannell. Wan, at the time of 2014, was a fresh director, with Saw being his directorial debut. The screenwriter Leigh Whannell worked alongside James Wan for the story, as well as being a part of one of the cast members. The budget they had to work with was only $1.2 million. Little did they know, this film would go on to spawn 7 sequels, becoming the second most successful horror franchise of all time. First place goes to Friday the 13th. The cast is very well chosen, experienced actors such as Cary Elwes, Monica Potter, Danny Glover. The film's plot is about 2 hostages of a deadly game try to unravel the mystery of who could have set them in this situation. His cleverly woven story from past to present keeps the story intriguing. Saw 2 is directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, continues the story of the serial killer nicknamed Jigsaw, played remarkably by Tobin Bell, as Detective Matthews, played by Donnie Wahlberg, seeks desperately to find his son amongst the prisoners he helped in prison. We now get to meet John Kramer. We not only get more insight on what created him and his work, but we also get a clever twist at the end that we would never see coming. This sequel, in my opinion, is a worthy sequel to its predecessor. Unlike Saw 3, which has returning director Darren Lynn Bousman from the sequel, he would finish telling his story. This third installment, which is anticlimactic, with Jigsaw being bedridden, dying of cancer, he passes the torch to his once victim Amanda. But things don't quite go as planned. While a man is thrust into a game where he must punish those who's ruined his life in the past. This is where the acting and the storyline starts to decline. If only James Wan had returned, what a trilogy we would have had. The rest of the franchise is pretty much the same tired story. A lot of the scenes feel like fillers, the acting is terrible, which makes it hard for me to watch. The gore has definitely expanded, earning the title for its being a torture porn. Some may love it for that reason, that's okay, but me, I find it to be lacking effort that the first 2 had, despite of half of the later sequels being directed by the same director of the sequel. The traps felt more realistic, unlike 3 and then on. It's so overkill, and it takes the realism out of the picture. And the terrible cast choices don't help either. My opinion, you may hate it, you may love it, but I would have continued Amanda being either the serial killer taking on the mantle of Jigsaw, or not have killed off John Kramer and let him finish his work. Him being shown throughout the flashbacks don't quite cut it for me. Cut it. As it kept going, this franchise eventually died. It had a long run, spewing every ounce of blood it had. So I ask you, how much blood would you shed to stay alive? Live or die? Make your choice.